We've been working really hard around here. First off, I've had to get rid of all of these nest boxes. Actually, that one over there that you see is not available for them. I tried a different one over here because they do like to lay up here. There's this one empty bay. They hop from over here where they roost to over here in this location. And since they did that, I also made this one right here for them as well. And they've been coming over here. It keeps twisting around. So I've got to support it a little bit, make sure it doesn't do that. But they've been laying all sorts in the ground over here. There's actually a couple on the ground there. Do you see them with all those chickens? Do you see them? Are there, Maya? Maya.
Why are you not eating ones that are on the ground?
I don't know.
Probably because they don't notice them. As soon as you touch them, they know where they are and they go after them.
There's been so much rain that it was getting all wet and muddy over here, so I brought some of this compost. Wasn't completed composting yet down here to help with that, and then I've been mowing today in order to try to get them some more stuff to, you know, some more brown material over here. Hi-yo, Mama.
Hi. Hello. This is a fresh egg from a chicken butt. It's warm, that means it's a fresh egg.
Fresh egg from a chicken butt, huh? Also, some of the very best kind of plants that I love them the best are volunteers. And last year we had some potatoes over here right underneath our topsy-turvy tomato. I haven't planted another tomato in here. I might yet, but one of them, I thought they'd all died. They didn't really do very well. But Maya spotted these potatoes right over here, so we've been kind of hilling them up over here for them too. And they're about to go get in the pond. That's why they're in their undies. So this is one of the areas that I've been mowing because we're not using it really much yet. We've got a project for just south of this high tunnel this summer that I'll tell you about whenever it actually happens. Actually, maybe this fall. In the meantime, I've got to take care of this and I've got to do some stuff for it. I just moved the pigs yesterday and they're over here now. Let me show you where they were and what kind of damage they did over there. Here are the Mangalitsas. Here's Henry. We're probably gonna butcher him this fall or winter because he's gotten a little mean.
That's because he's in there with so many girls.
I think so. And then there's Petunia. I think she's bred. It looks like, you know, she's got some signs of being bred. And this fence over here, we have one charger for the whole farm. It's a 200-mile charger. I can show you another time. There's another video about that. The way it's getting its power from the electric fence over here is from the electric fence over there. And so the last two paddocks that they've been in, it still jumped over there. So in order for it to get power over here where I just moved them, and to take this other one down, I've got to jump it over here to this other one over here. So I'm going to do that here in just a minute. This whole thing, getting it ready, with the exception of mowing it, probably only took me I don't know, it probably only took me about an hour or so. It's pretty fast, and I did it all by myself. I didn't have any help at all. I left the pigs over here in this area all winter for a while, longer than I really wanted to. I want to rotationally graze them, but you know, they had pretty much decimated over the winter. It was a muddy, sloppy mess, but look at all this grass that's coming back, and they'll be able to eat that here in just a little while. And they've got all this grass, broom's edge, and all this other stuff over here, some trees that have grown in here, and we'll clean that all up. But here's where they were. Do you see the difference right there? This is where the fence was. I've got it moved over here for now, and they were over there, and then I moved them over here. And then I moved them over here to this paddock. There's still a little bit of stuff in here for them to eat. In fact, there might be a few pigs in here. I don't know. Yeah, there's a few pigs over there. Yeah, there's a few pigs over there. And then just past all of this, this is the new farm that we bought a couple of years ago. It's about 80 acres or so, and there's some corn planted on it. I had intended to maybe take some of this back, take all of this back eventually, just a little bit at a time. But there's so much for me to do here to manage this and to, you know, rotationally graze things, just to do what we're doing. I don't know for sure if I will end up taking it back, but we have it. Fly, so we keep others from doing things that we don't want to do, we don't want them to do, and so we can, you know, if we want to expand, then we can. Some people will want to expand, but they can't because they don't have the space for it, and some people, which is where we're going to be, hopefully, can expand if they want to, but they don't need to because they can manage and do so much on so little space. So the first step, and I've done this for you before, I've got other videos where I've done this, is to turn the fence off. And we've got it on this smart plug. So if you can see really there very close, I don't know if you can, it's got a fence charger. and I've got it turned off now. And I don't trust it very well, to be honest with you, because things can go wrong. So what I often do then is I come over here and I'll touch it to the ground, and it's not popping, so it's off. And I don't have much of this left because I've got 3 paddocks already done. Before I can finish, I'll have to take off some of this old wire, and I can do that after I get one of these done. If I get one of these done, then I can have it jumped over here. So this is hot, and then I can take that other down after they get used to that. So whenever I get done taking that down, then I can just turn it right back on and it'll be hot again. So when I'm tying this, I've got to make sure that I don't tie it over any of these others, because that'll make it a pain in the neck in order to take it down. All this is, it's off right now. So this is just another wire here. That's the gate. And whenever I take it down, then they can go through these others. So I've got it tied here. Now I'm just going to walk it over to the next place. So it's really simple. I've got it tied, and all I've got to do is just walk it over there. You see it coming. You see it moving as I'm walking it. So I'm about out of this. I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. And then I've got this at the corner here. This will be my corner. I just got a T-post, and I've got a piece of PVC around it. This is I think this is 1.5 inches. I was using 1.5 inches, but now I use 2 inch, because 2 inch slides over it just so much easier than the 1.5 inches does. So like I said, this is the last of it right here. See it? There you go. That's the last of it. So right back here, this is one of the areas. We got about 5 acres over here or so, give or take. It might be a little less than 5. We got around 5 acres over here, give or take, where the goats are. They've got a lot of room in here between them, so I'd like to rotationally graze the goats as well, but Nana and Papa take care of that. We're not quite there yet. Anyway, all I've got to do is jump this from over there to over here. And I've got just a little bit more over at the house. I've got to run back over to the house real quick and get the last of this that I can jump over here, and then a couple of posts, and I'll be right back. While I go do that, I'll let you look at the pigs for a few minutes, see if they do anything interesting. So a lot of the things that I needed, the posts and the wire, were on my Kubota RTV X1140. Love this thing, by the way. I've had it for a few months. I need to do a review video, but this thing has been really handy in so many different ways. You have buyer's remorse over some things. I do not have any buyer's remorse over this. This is very enjoyable.
I've tried this all by myself.
So if I have enough, I'm going to try to take this and get it over there to that white post. If I can tie it to that white post, that would be a great thing. That'll jump it to where I need it. If I can't, then I can just tie it. I guess I could just tie it right here to this, but we'll see how much we have. Whenever I tie these together, most of the time I just use a square knot, and the way I remember to do that is the left hand, you tie 2 overhand knots, and first you start with the left one, left over right, and then you keep the same one on top, right over left. It's the joining knot. I was in Boy Scouts, and that's the Boy Scout joining knot. So you can join 2 pieces of rope together pretty easily that way. So I don't have enough. I wanted to get over there to that white post. That's another 30 feet. Maybe I do. I've got a little bit more over on the Kubota. Let's go see if we have enough. I think one of these was for a gate, and the other I'm not really sure, but I think between the 2 of these clumps, I've got enough. So again, I'm gonna tie another square knot and then try to get it over there. If I can get over there, then we're in good shape. And after that, whenever I take this other bit over here down, then I can have plenty to finish this area. So again, here's how I tie the square knot. Right over left, to my right, and left over right. It looks like I'm going to make it with just one of the things, one of the pieces. So right now, it's not keeping pigs in, it's just to jump it from one to the other. And then whenever I take this down over here, again, I know you might have already heard me say this, sorry if it's repetitive, I can take it down, then I can finish this paddock, and then it'll be easy just to let them in whenever they're done with that one over there. Now all I've got to do is put some of these posts in here in order to keep it up off the ground. So these are a little different posts than what I used before. These are the new ones. I got these from Tractor Supply. They didn't have any ones like this whenever I went. From what I've used so far, I like them. One of the differences in them is that this is metal, obviously, and look how that's rusted over the time. And these are all fiberglass and plastic, so that's nice. I'm not sure if they're quite as strong or not. It's too early to determine if I like them very well or not yet, but they seem okay, and you know, they're pretty cheap. They're about I don't know, they were less than $2 a piece. If you want to rotationally graze that, which is good for your ground, then it's a win. So again, all I'm doing with these is just keeping them off the ground. So ordinarily I would try to put it down here at the bottom. With these I can put it up a little taller because, again, just to keep it off the ground so it don't ground itself out. I tied it low over there in that first one because this ultimately is going to be the lowest rung of my two wires. But right now I can pull this all the way up from the bottom like this, which in conjunction with these posts will help keep it off the ground. Then I can turn the fence charger back on. So again, ordinarily I would try to keep it a little, you know, I want to keep it really tight, and I want to keep it off the ground, just off the ground so pigs don't grow under it. But again, this is just to jump it. This is a little higher than I like to make it, but it's off the ground and the post is stepped in. And I would also normally put a lot more posts in here than this, but again, we're just trying to keep it off the ground. So just got to step it up here, put it in there. And I'm putting in the lowest rung for this one, and then step it in the ground. And that's it. So because the pigs have been trained to this electric, they know that it hurts whenever they touch it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't hurt them permanently. It's just unpleasant. I've been shocked by it too before, so it's not something I've done to them. It hasn't been done to me, but they stay away from it even if it's off. It's been off for 20, 25 minutes or so. And now I'm opening my app and I'm gonna turn it right back on. So I can hear it popping again. It's grounding a little bit on something over here, hitting something, but not too bad. So it's still hot enough that it'll keep them in the fence if they, you know, if they touch it. Plus they're trained to it. There's a lot of other things going on. I'm gonna be doing some more videos this next week. I'm glad that you're here. I really appreciate you. You've encouraged us so much and we wanna thank you for that. And you know, we're gonna keep on doing videos to let you know what's going on over here. If you like these things, then make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, select all so you never miss a notification. And we usually do a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You won't ever miss one if you hit that notification bell, so it doesn't really matter. Until next time, thanks.